Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and this is Top 5s, the only weekly Top 5 show in snowboarding that you tune into to find out which boards are going to lay the best trenches. That's right, all carving, no shitting. This isn't for the casual Cruisey Carver. This is for the person that wants to go extreme and leave 3-inch deep trenches across the run. You know, the ones that are so big that little Timmy, the fat little skier kid, gets his tips caught in and double ejects. This list is for you. Now, if you're thinking of picking anything up on this list, we do have affiliate links down in the description below. Or if you're going to your local shop, slap them a high five and say we sent you in. Because it's always good to support your local snowboard shop. Number 5, the Stranda Bull Rider. This is like your above tree line carver. It thrives being on edge. Uneven, lumpy ass terrain, on edge, cutting right through it. On a groomer, laying trenches. It's wide, it's got power off that tail. You can just feel that when you load up that camber on there. It's damp to a point, but still very responsive. And it's one of those boards where you gotta throw your weight into it, but when you do, you understand that it's gonna lock in and take you for a ride on any turns that you're doing. This thing really comes alive at speeds when you're really putting your weight into it. Number 4, the Nidecker Blade Plus. You ever just wanted a really hard workout on your quads and knees and calves and have some really good turns? This is it. Ton of carbon, full camber, lot of response. It takes a lot to put your edge into the ground and drive it. And when you do, you are so locked in. You're not doing short, subtle turns. You are laying trenches at all costs. This thing is probably the most aggressive Nidecker I've been on. And I've ridden this board in the past, and to get back on it, I was like, holy crap. It just feels like they amplified it with whatever they're putting in the core these days, because I was just like, damn, you could just feel that camber wanting to push back out of a turn, which is great when you really throw your weight into it and get low and slingshot out of the turn. Is it gonna be for everyone? No, definitely not. But for those of you that are riding posy and really dragging your ass on the ground, you're probably gonna love this thing. Number 3, the Korua Cafe Racer. Between the shape, the camber profile, and the flex pattern on this board, you've got a board that just wants to go fast and get on edge. You really are throwing your weight forward off that front foot to get it to dig in, and then you transition it back and you can slingshot it out of turns. Korua's got a good thing going with their Yearning for Turning series and the way that they make their boards. This is a board that you want to go out and just lay trenches. You want to go up on the bank, turn, come back down, do a hard carve right around whatever's in your path. I owned one of these for a season. This thing was just a demon. The one thing that I would recommend, get some structure in the base, because that's just going to amplify the speed that it has when you get into flatter terrain. But overall, this thing is just like a little rocket ship. Hey, we're about halfway through this top 5. Why don't you go down, give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. If you're not, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're still interacting with the algorithm, and that's what it likes. But if you're new here and you like what we're doing, subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you. Number 2, the Jones Freecarver 9000. Yeah, last year it was number 1. It slid back to number 2. Here's the thing. Jeremy Jones got his start in hard boot snowboard racing, so makes sense that they would add a Freecarver series to their board lineup. Now the 6000 is more the Cruisey Carver, the 9000 is more the balls to the wall trench digger, and just the shape on that thing. You can just feel it when you're flat basing and then you roll it on edge, the power that you're gonna get out of it. It wants to allow you to lay it over. It wants that speed. It wants you to just ride it hard and put it away wet. It is a board for laying trenches. You're going out, it's bulletproof in the morning. This thing's gonna be good for it. You got added contact underfoot. So you're just gonna have a little bit more grip. If you know how to carve, you're gonna have a good time on this board. Honorable mentions, all great options, but just barely didn't crack the top 5 of our list. The Nitro Pantera. This board fucks, I'm not gonna lie. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's got a ton of power, it's got really good speed, it's aggressive, it's assertive. It's not gonna be for everyone. It's a culmination of every high-end piece of technology that Nitro has in one board. Then we have the Korua Bullet Train. Now this rides like an old school border cross board. Like, it holds its speed well when you're flat basing and it allows you to push off it, but then when you get it on edge, you're on a rail, hence bullet train. And it's just gonna arc from one side of the run back to the other. It's not for everyone, but for those of you that understand speed, power, finesse, and how to put all your weight into a turn, it's gonna be there for you. Finally, we have the Capita Megadeath. This is actually probably the softest board on this list, and it's probably the most approachable. High-end finish, high-end technology. It does have a thinner base, and the reason for that thinner base is that it won't heat up as much so that you get a better glide from it. Now, some of you like to hit rocks with this thing. It's a thinner base. Don't hit rocks. Shouldn't hit rocks, period, with your snowboard, but some people do. It's a snowboard, not a rock board, although you probably do have a rock board. This thing turns exceptionally well. It's probably got the most torsional flex too out of anything on this list. Now, like I said, these were all great options. They just barely didn't crack the top 5 of our list. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. And the number 1 carving board for 2026 is the United Shapes Transmission. Now, I know it's been a while since we've done a United Shapes review, and to get them back in, interesting enough, but this was a new one for us to get on from them. Like, they've got other boards that have been in their lineup a while, and being on this, I was like, holy crap, this thing was stiff, yet lightweight and responsive. And with that flat tail, you didn't have to worry about it hooking up when you would leave a hard carve. It would just exit smoothly. And that transition from toe to heel back and forth was very fluid and fast. This was a board that you could put your weight out at the front of the board to engage the turn, then transition it slowly through the apex of the carve, through the middle of the board, back to the tail, and get it to slingshot out. This thing was phenomenal. And the fact that it took the number 1 spot from what was previously our number 1, the Jones Freecarver 9000, speaks volumes about it in my opinion. If you get a chance, definitely hop on one of these. All right, this has been our top 5 carving boards for 2026. Not our Cruisey carving boards, but just straight carving boards. And I know someone's gonna be like, you didn't even mention side cut radiuses. No, you gotta do that research yourself. Be a man. All I can do is tell you it turns, or it turns really well. And if you're not feeling like you need a carving board, go watch one of our other top 5s. We've got so many of them for you to find you the perfect board. And if that's not doing it for you, go watch one of our reviews, because that's gonna just dial it right into what you're looking for. Remember, we've got a ton of programming on this channel for you.